Marvel Rivals, one of the most anticipated games of the year, dropped this Thursday, December 5th. And boy, oh boy, it was anticipated for a reason. It has lived up to the hype, and probably even more so. Just from the start of this game, it has completely changed my playstyle from other games that shouldn't be named, but are really similar. And, unlike other games that still shouldn't be named, this fixes a lot of problems that those unnamed games have and people complain about. Jesus! I just absolutely shredded their group from full health down to nothing. That clip right there shows the first thing that this game did right, and they did it really, really well. They make every character feel valuable or powerful in the right hands. Adam Warlock, the character I'm playing, is a healer or support class, and I just shredded a tank because, I'll admit, I got lucky, but I hit a burst of headshots on him. And whether you want to play a shark who shoots explosive water, or one of a few precision marksmen, or even Hulk, you know, there's something for everybody, and they make all of them feel like they have their own value to the team and can be played right around any situation and against any character. They also did a great thing. They make the character more than just the abilities in most cases. Like Adam Warlock, for example. Well, his abilities are very good. He can charge up his shots and shoot a burst of them at once. He can soulbind his team to make them share damage, but also get passive healing, and then he can shoot out healing things that chain between teammates. His primary fire does decent damage if you hit it, and then his ultimate revives anyone in his range, which is very, very good. But even when all those are on cooldown, he can still provide value to the team by picking away at the enemy. And one thing that becomes great with this power dynamic is that there's no counterpicking. You can't get counterpicked by another team and be hard countered. You just have to change your playstyle, which of course might be more difficult for some characters than others. But there's no hard and fast rule where if this guy goes this character, you have to switch to another one. Now what you're about to see right here showcases a completely unique mechanic that I've only seen in this game, which I absolutely love. Since this game is story-based, it's based on the old Marvel comics, movies, games, all that kind of stuff, there are certain characters that go together in those stories or games that also have combinations that go together in this game, and that grants them unique abilities. Like right there, you saw Jeff sitting on Groot's shoulders. Obviously, that's not supposed to happen. That's one of the cases where it's not always a pairing of story, but it's a pairing of abilities. Jeff is a small guy, he can sit on Groot's shoulders. Rocket can do it too. Other characters have pair-ups like this too, like Adam Warlock and Mantis and Star-Lord. If someone else goes Mantis or Star-Lord while I'm playing Adam Warlock, or vice versa, they get my passive ability called Cocoon, where every so often, if I die, I'd be able to revive myself with a cocoon. And all of these team-ups, they're called, work differently. Like, for example, if someone were to go Venom with Spider-Man and Penny Parker, Spider-Man and Penny Parker both get a boost to their abilities and a unique ability. Or if Frost and Jeff team up, Jeff gets the ability to shoot ice shots. There's a whole web of how the characters interlink and how you can play them together and which characters are good to play with each other. Because if you get 3 characters with the cocoon ability to revive themselves, half the team dies, they're all back, we have a full team fight, you know? It can completely change the tide of a battle. So all in all, it's a great mechanic that makes the game feel so much more unique and personalized to these characters. And I hate to use the word, but it feels immersive, you know? It feels like just because of these guys' relationship in the story, you get a special ability, you know? It feels cool. The whole game feels cool. I enjoy it so much. My roommate enjoys it. He's playing it right behind me right now. We've been absolutely obsessed with this game since it came out. And well, he's been trying a bunch of different characters to see what he likes. I saw Adam Warlock, looked at Adam Warlock, and stopped with Adam Warlock. Which, like I mentioned earlier, is a big 180 from my other playstyles in these kind of games. I like just being a presence in the fight, you know, being able to hold my ground and have backup behind me. But in this game, I'm playing way more passive. I'm sitting back, I'm healing my team, I'm supporting, and then I'm doing damage from afar. And no other game could get me to change that style of mine. This was the only one that I could find that I really enjoyed doing something different. And that touches back to what I mentioned earlier. Every character is good. You know, every character feels rewarding. If you're hitting your shots, you're gonna get rewarded for it no matter who you're playing. And if you're playing smart, you're gonna get rewarded for it no matter who you're playing. There's no broken characters and there's no weak characters. It entirely depends on how you play them and how you work well as a team. You see, the expectations of this game really varied. You know, some thought it was going to be a flop and just a copy of the game who shall not be named. But many others like myself were really excited for this game to come out, hoping it would sort of shake up the current community that we have around this kind of style of game. And I can safely say this has been my favorite game I've played in such a long time. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it so much that even when I'm losing, I'm still having fun. You know, which is very rare. Not the me losing part, the me having fun while losing part. But you can tell a lot of time and thought was put into this game. Because the problem I feel like, and I know others feel the same, with this kind of game where it's based off something else, is they try to make it too story forward. You know? They try to make it a game that's pushing story. This feels like a game. It's not just a Marvel thing. It's a game with Marvel characters, and it does that very well.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Bumble's roommate. And I've been playing tank in our games. What to say? I guess, it's interesting to see, this game take a different route, I guess, from Overwatch and Overwatch 2. Overwatch introduced role queue, and I think a lot of players nowadays think that's a great idea, but it was a big, it felt like a creativity shackle, I guess, when it released. And I do think that its implementation in this game would be nice, especially, I guess, I don't know if it's in ranked. It probably is not, since it's not in casual. But I think having the option would be nice, since we're not allowed to play competitive yet, as of when I'm talking. The game feels very, you know, you don't want to blame your teammates, but it feels very team dependent. Like, I've played a lot of games solo tank, and like sometimes it works out and sometimes it's like really not very fun. People like the DPS characters. It's a popular role. That's understandable. They get kills. I get it. It's cool. It's fun. But kind of maybe ruin a little bit of the experience for other players. So I could see that being a little bit of a win some, lose some, both scenarios. Creativity or like consistency and like fairness. Their whole vibe kind of seems to be running around the like, you know, power fantasy, everyone feels powerful, and like it's full of like freedom and creativity. So I think I'd definitely ask for role queue, at least in comp. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ranks.
Going bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, grandmaster, eternity, and one above all.
Kind of disappointing that it's not just one player.
In one above all.
Yeah, I would have liked eternity to be like top 500 and one above all to just be one dude.
And if you notice that, eternity and one above all are the only two that don't have separate ranks within them. Bronze through grandmaster all have tiers 1 through 3.
Yeah, and it says bronze and silver are supposed to be considered one rank, so for any of you stuck in bronze playing against gold players, I'm very sorry. That is unfortunate.
But the way it works is you'll rank up points with every win, obviously. You'll lose points with every loss. Every 100 points, you'll jump up your tier. 3 tiers, you jump up a rank.
But for every other rank, you know, like, are Diamond players, like, Diamond 1 players really that different from Grandmaster 3 players? I don't know. It seems decently fair. Though I'm not sure, like, are Diamond 3 going to be playing against Grandmaster 1? Because that feels a little bit...
That does feel like a bit of a jump.
If that's how it works, that's a little bit.
I think the only way it would happen is if it's we're like, I'm in a party with you and I'm Diamond 3 and you're Grandmaster 1, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that would how it would play out, wouldn't it?
I don't think they just randomly pair you up there. Okay. You want to talk about the Chrono Shield?
Yeah. So amidst the entangled time streams, the Cosmos grants you Chrono Shields against a rank descent. Only when these are depleted will you truly fall to lower rank. So it's like rank protection. Yeah, in Overwatch.
I think it'll keep players from getting too tilted about ranked, you know.
Yeah.
If I lose a game to people who are a higher rank than me and immediately throws me down in rank, I would be livid.
But also, if you're already tilted, it's kind of like incentive to play another match and keep tilt queuing.
Yeah, don't tilt queue.
Yeah, just I still like it. Game mode. The game had, okay, well yeah, I was assuming they weren't gonna have just one game mode. That'd be kind of lame. When all players in the match are Diamond 3 or above, each team gets to ban one hero before the match starts.
I think it's interesting.
I do too.
As lame as it sounds, it reminds me of Brawl Stars.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they do in there. And I think I'm really curious to see who the popular bans are gonna be. Because I mean, like I said earlier, there's no character that I hate to see when I go up against.
Yeah, no.
You know,
So,
What would be a genius idea is to just always ban one part of a troublesome
Of
team
a
up.
team up,
Yeah, so they couldn't get it.
But a lot of the time, whenever a DPS goes off, it's Hawkeye, and they just absolutely obliterate an entire lobby. He has a lot of solo carry potential. Or Squirrel Girl. I feel like Squirrel Girl consistently gets a lot of value.
I also like to see Magic and Wolverine. Both of them, they can just tear a team to shreds if they use them right. A lot of the times, since we're still playing only casual, that's all that's out right now, it's a bit yikes when those two characters who are clearly there to not fight the tanks and go take out the supports, try to fight the tanks. Because you're not going to do it.
And then, like, you'll have Magic or Wolverine or Spider-Man or Black Panther or pick one of the many dive DPS characters in your backline, and the people whose responsibility it should be to go and peel to those people just don't. So a Magic can easily just wipe an entire lobby. Okay, well, no.
You didn't say that.
Or
if it's like a Hulk and a Captain America diving like your support, and you're walking away. That's something too that happens.
What is one tank gonna do against a Hulk and Cap? Like maybe.
What's a support gonna do? Backwards.
It's the same for the attack game mode or like the clash.
Mm-hmm.
If whoever's controlling the point, like everyone can step off and it'll still gain.
Yeah.
Which I think is nice. It makes it more.
I feel like it's free.
Yeah.
You're not locked to anything.
It makes it more combat focused rather than. I don't want to say positioning, but like.
Like as a healer, I don't have to sit on point to make sure something's happening when the fight's 20 miles away.
Yeah.
If the fight's 20 miles away, I'm at the fight.
It gives layers to the fight that I feel like we're missing in previous titles.
Boo!
Do you have anything that you have like complaints about?
Don't worry, I'll get that.
I don't think I really have complaints. So far, I'm enjoying the game a lot. I can't wait for more, you know?
Mm.
I can't wait for, like you were saying, I can't wait for more characters. I can't wait for new combinations, new maps, new modes, all that kind of stuff. We're going to go get dinner and then grind the heck out of Ranked.
Yep. It should be open by the time we get back, so.
I'll update the video if anything changes with Ranked. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, you know, what do they do?
Like the video, subscribe, bell notification. There should be a Twitch link below.
Yeah, where can they find us?
Twitch.tv/BumbleBros.
And what about you?
Same thing, but /Lurtsy.
There we go. So come check us out. We're live pretty much anytime we are gaming.
Yep.
And we'll say hi.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pop in.
Mm-hmm. Catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Usually a tank player, I like just taking the shots.